Hi, and how you doing today? And I hope all is well. And I was I was thinking about Bill O'Reilly, and I was thinking about what he said about Maxine Waters.
Morning, we cannot. I didn't hear a word she said. I was looking at the James Brown wig.
And I know that he's a big time anchor man, and doing this thing on Fox News and all of that. But he seek ways of boosting up their ratings. Other people are being talked about more, like Hannity, who's involved in that conspiracy of supposedly President Obama having wiretapped the White House and Donald Trump's building in New York City and all of that. So now, he needs to, Bill O'Reilly needs to do something to draw some focus. And so what is he going to do? He's going to pick a black woman to try to, crack a joke on and talk about, when she was saying something, and the people who were on the panel who were talking with him asked him a question. He said he didn't know because he's too busy looking at her with that James Brown wig on. These people think that they're funny, and they also believe that they can say just anything they want to say about black people, and believe that it's okay, and they can come up and then apologize, and everybody will take it for a joke and blah blah blah. And you get these I'm sure you heard about them, Silk and Diamond, these two black sisters who claim to be very Republican, staunch Republicans, more Republican than the Republicans are. And so they come out and they tell Bill, you can't talk about, certain things you just can't say. But then they commence to get down on black folks and talk about black folks because you say it, and why are you saying all of this about us? Y'all know what y'all say about us, and da 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 da. And as I listened to them, the thought came to me about how ridiculous these women were, because they didn't recognize that the very thing that they're criticizing black people for doing regarding this, being angry and upset with this white man for having talked about this black woman who's very respectful. She's
Government
edgy.
will try to take away your constitutional
a
rights.
bunch of scumbags.
Oh, she's edgy. Yes, she is. But she's edgy in a good way. She's not looking for votes, and she's not looking to be pat on the back. She's speaking her mind. She's a typical black woman. I can imagine when she was a young girl in the schoolyard, how she used to talk to people when she got ready. Because when she get ready, she can say whatever she want to say. And it's funny because you can see that, this is her character. This is who it is. And so, I respect her because she's standing up for us. She's speaking out for us. She's telling them in no direct or a mumbling, or shuffling her feet or anything. She's not stepping back and afraid to say it and trying to count her words and all of this. No, she is speaking and talking to them in a way they just do not like. They don't like it when we stand up and when we speak and are able to articulate in a manner that many times is above many of them. How dare we speak like we went to Harvard and Yale, and we traveled to Oxford, and we've been in the great institution. There were many slaves that talk better than most of these kids on the street right now, with that ebonic and crazy slang type of stuff that they speak, and all this cussing and swearing. There are many people who were slaves, baby, who came out of slavery, second and third generation black folks, who speak better than I can ever speak. And sit down and hold a conversation like you would not believe. I have spoken to so many seniors who just awed me, and I sit back and listen to them in church when they speak with great clarity, commitment, defiant as they can be, like a Maxine Waters, defiant, and dare you to try her defiance in regards to the things she's going to stand up to. Because she's going to be steadfast. And I met these women, these black women, thank God for them, And thank God for the defiant black men who were not spineless, who stood up. Many of them got killed and lynched and all of this, and tarred and feathered and all of this. You know, when we say tar and feather, people, you know, the young kids don't understand this. You can't tar somebody without melting the tar. And so you got somebody strung up, right? And you got a big, heavy bucket. It must have been several men carrying this, holding this thing over the head of this man that you're hanging, and pouring this hot, molten liquid down on this black man. When we say tar and feather, that's what we're talking about. Tarred and feathered. And then they want to crack jokes on us and belittle us and think it's funny. And then, like Amos, come back, Don Imus in the morning, come back and apologize because he called a girl basketball players from the Rutgers team some nappy-headed whores.
Girls from Rutgers, man, they got tattoos and
some hardcore hoes.
that's some nappy-headed hoes there, I'm going to tell you that now.
How dare he speak like that? Because they just think they can say anything. Never said anything about any of those white basketball women playing, but he was articulating that against, when he said nappy head, who was he talking about? The black players on the team. My Lord, they just believe that they can say any old thing and get away with it. And then you got fools like these two sisters who would stand up and believe that they can apologize or clarify how and why somebody said something, when many of us can't even clarify or explain why we said what we said. It just came out. But they can stand up and clarify what this man said, why he said it, and why he should not be held accountable for it, because y'all know y'all do it, and you know this, and you come on, get a life, get a brain, get some respect, get some love for yourself. Stop bowing down, yes, a massa, no, some massa, for pennies. Pennies. Lapping up at the feet of white people. Come on. Be real. Stand up. You're not here, baby, because somebody didn't stand up. Somebody didn't give in. That's the reason why somebody refused to not die. That's why we're here. Somebody decided they weren't going to run away and be afraid. They want to stand and fight. Somebody decided they could endure it, and they did. Even though they didn't want to, they took the lashes. They took the separation of being torn apart. And now here we are. My Lord Jesus. All these years from slavery, and we still got some slaves in the house. For pennies, selling black folks out like they don't have good sense and want to act like they're so intelligent and so smart and they're above the curve. No, you're not. You're ignorant. You've been miseducated. You need to go take a class with Lauryn Hill to tell you.